Hi, Braden. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Bob?
I'm doing pretty good. We're here at the Happy Goat, and you're giving your daughter a tour,
Yep.
and you're visiting here from where?
Mallorca, Spain. It's an
Mallorca,
island.
Spain.
It's an island in the Mediterranean Sea. Beautiful island.
Really?
Yeah.
So, you are from El Portal?
I was born in El Portal,
You were
California,
born there.
and raised. I lived there until I was 17, 18.
And you're a rock climber. You used to climb rocks with my son?
Yep. I climbed around on those rocks. I grew up. Yeah, my father was the chief guide of the Yosemite Mountaineering School,
Okay.
so I was introduced at a young age to Yosemite rock climbing.
So, tell me, Braden, what do you do?
Well, I travel around and climb rocks still.
Okay.
For work, I work with ropes and flying camera systems. So setting up big zip lines to zip cameras down to get interesting angles on different action sports. All kinds of interesting jobs involved with that. And other rope work, setting up ropes for dancers and acrobats and
Okay.
things like that.
And you learn how to do that, all that, and setting up zip lines in Mariposa?
Yeah, the rock climbing, climbing the big walls, climbing El Capitan. It takes some interesting skills building anchors, safe anchors. And
So I have to ask, did you do the Lost Arrow zip line,
slack line.
slack line?
I did walk. I have walked the Lost Arrow slack line.
Okay. You want to tell me a little bit about what that feels like?
With or without the harness. These are two different feelings. But
I asked my son once about walking the slack line at Camp 4 and doing Lost Arrow. And he said doing the slack line at Camp 4, all you worried about was your style.
yeah,
But when you were up on Lost Arrow, all you worried about was falling.
was what?
Falling.
Falling. Yeah, it's a strange feeling to have that element.
Yeah.
When the ground's underneath you,
How far?
it's it gives you some support, even if you don't plan on stepping down onto it.
Yeah.
It really gives you a comfort, like you're not going to go very far.
It's
If
about
things go wrong.
concentration.
It's about concentration and performing under pressure. It's kind of your own pressure that you put into your head that you don't want to fall, or that falling might be deadly. And you just have to learn to manage that. Yeah,
So
not
how
be
did you get
overwhelmed.
into the business of doing, you do for big television programs and whatnot? You
Yeah,
do-
big life. As big as
sports
it
events.
gets. Super Bowls, Olympics, presidential inaugurations in foreign countries. Big TV events where they have the budget to set up some really wild and complicated rope system to fly a camera. Sometimes they're closing city streets to set a crane in the middle, and then we work for 2 days running ropes across streets and buildings.
So all of us have probably watched something that you set up at some time.
Probably. If you watch TV, yeah. Especially sports or live TV, big award shows, the Oscars. We'd fly a camera in front of the stage at the Oscars. And,
So do you have your own company or you work with a company?
I work for other companies, different companies
Okay.
around the world. Right now, mostly the last year, I've been working for a French company
Okay.
that do different jobs. I've been working in Dubai at the World Expo, the World Fair, for the last 6 months.
Long way from El Portal.
Long way from El Portal, yeah.
So
It's a whole different world,
how
Dubai.
how often do you come back to visit?
Once a year. These days, the last couple of years, I've come back for the Easter break. The kids have a little break from school. We take advantage of that. My family does a little reunion in El Portal up in Yosemite Valley. Celebrate Easter together. So
So
I've been trying to get my kids back once a year.
do you have a message you'd like to send out to your friends or other young people out here in Mariposa who are looking at getting into a job that takes them around the world and does something interesting?
Off guard, yeah. I'm trying to come up with something deep to say.
Or you want to say
I
something
want to
really
see I want to see
intelligent?
something really intelligent. This is the pressure that gets put on.
What
Yeah,
inspired
it's like
you?
now I feel this pull back to small town life. You know, I've been out traveling around, living in big cities, living far away. I think maybe now, especially with COVID, I couldn't come home for a year. You know, I got kind of stuck away, and now I appreciate it more. And yeah, I want my kids to stay involved. You know, we were just hanging out with one of my childhood friends and her kids, someone I grew up with. And so that whole community, you know, you lose a bit of that when you go out. And I'm struggling to hold on to the community that I grew up in.
Yeah, roots.
But I think it's important. Yeah, I have roots here. And I'm going through that point. Yeah, maybe my mom will sell her house in the next few years. I don't know. She can do whatever she wants, but it would be sad for me. You know, the house I was born in and grew up in. And there's still a lot of the friends that I grew up with that are still around here. So I'm making a big pull to try to spend more time back here.
I really appreciate taking the time out of your life to talk to me a little bit. And I hope I see you next time you're in town.
Yeah, I'd love to cross paths with you again.
Bye-bye.
Good luck.